Today we're investigating a rumor, a theory, one that is lesser known but can have a huge impact on everyone's gameplay. The theory is that the game rewards you extra loot for being knocked out. To make it more specific, does the game increase your loot value when you get eliminated by either another raider or an arc while having a 0 aggression score? And that is what we'll be testing today. To do this, we'll first select an area that is rarely looted. We'll then do a regular looting, or 2, get knocked out by both a raider and an arc, then come back to the same loot area and see the results. We'll be doing this a couple of times and see if there's a pattern. For our first test, we'll be going to Stella Montis and loot the boxes in the Cultural Archives area. This is an area where raiders rarely go to for looting, for after all, there are far better looting areas in Stella Montis. So far, this is what the regular loot looks like. Some are special, however some are just lackluster. But so far, we can see what the usual loot looks like. Now let's get ourselves knocked out by a raider. And if he agrees to help us, we'll give him a blueprint.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go on. It's you. I have extras. Alright? Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, now you have to knock me out.
This is a very interesting request, but hopefully the test goes well, man. Have a good day.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, here we go. Let's now see how things are in the Cultural Archives. Well, the result seems to suck. It's nothing special. It's either the same or worse than a regular raid. Let's try it again. Let's get ratted. Well, thank you, actual rat. And let's loot this area once again. And after a few boxes, well, it's still the same. Nothing really jumps out of the picture, does it? Now let's try getting killed by an arc. Good thing there's always a pissed off bastion in Stella Montis. Well, that was easy. Alright, let's check the loot once again. Well, maybe it's a tiny bit better, but once again, nothing really jumps out. After doing it a couple of times, well, let's just say we've had enough. In the end of it all, I can quickly conclude that there is no huge difference. The loot value range is just the same. But then again, my hypothesis just kept getting bigger. Maybe the area that I'm looting right now has a fixed loot value. What I meant by that is, similar to some RPG games, the loot in Arc Raiders has a certain percentage of dropping. Common loot has a high drop rate, and the rare loot has, of course, a lesser drop rate. And all that determines what you get is simply RNG. It is also possible that my loot value in this area is capped. There's no way that I'm going to get loot value outside of the loot value range. Another theory is that I need a higher stash value before getting knocked out in order to trigger the loot reward. So I need to get a little fatter first before I get knocked out. That's kinda hard though, eh? Regardless, based on our current test, the results are disappointing. In order to test it out further, we've chosen a new location to test it out. This time it's in Spaceport, in the lesser known spot called Rocket Assembly. As per usual, we'll be doing a regular looting, followed by getting knocked out by raiders and arcs, and then looting the same area and see the difference. This time we'll try to get a little fatter, though, before getting knocked out. So let's begin. This is what the regular loot looks like. Oh, not bad. This place is definitely slept on. Okay, now let's get a rat to murder us, and let's return to our spot. Alright, here we are, and... oh, a gun. And oh, a blueprint. Wait a minute, does this mean it works? Let's give it another try. Rinse and repeat, and we're back to regular looting despite getting knocked out. Huh, the values are no different once again. Now let's try getting knocked out by an arc. And then let's see how different it is. Seems to be the same. After doing this a couple of times, it seems that the better loot we got is simply a result of either luck or RNG. That I can probably get the same amazing loot whether I get knocked out or not. The real question is whether luck favors me during that round, or whether my RNG is good. So, to wrap this all up, loot value does not change whether you're knocked out by a raider or an arc. It doesn't matter whether you have 0 aggression score or a huge stash. The loot value is going to be in the same bracket, in the same lower and higher limits. It's either that or the hidden rewards are too minuscule for any one of us to notice. As for the blueprints and guns, every drawer or locker has a chance to spawn a blueprint or a gun. This theory is debunked. Or perhaps there's someone out there who did it the proper way. I don't know. Maybe there's something that we missed that someone was able to connect the dots with. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Well, that's it for today. I'll see you guys in our next video.